All of them I tell you, first of all, I was told that most Jews don't believe in no God. Can you believe that? Well, I never believed it until I hear it from Jews. Most Jews is atheists. I mean, this is serious thing. You never know that. Then now you have the Christian people now. Most Christians believe say you have to dead for go to heaven and that there's a man that going to bring and save them, take them away from all this and carry everybody down who don't believe in him and death and brimstone and fire. And I mean, how can you perceive a thing like that being a human being in a logical, intelligent? How can you be an intelligent and logical person? Believing that there is some entity out there that is all powerful, all loving, we'll call it omnipresent, omniscient, benevolent, and all the omni them where you want to find it. You actually believe in this power that is all of that. Yet still, that power is going to take people who don't worship him. Because it's a worship thing, if you don't worship me, I'm going to kill you.
Before we get into the video, my people, you ever think about having your own pharmacy in your backyard? Yeah, man, your own natural pharmacy. Then check out today's sponsors, my people. Medicinal Garden Kit. Now, this one will provide you with 10 different powerful herbs that you can plant right in your backyard, my people. And you don't need a lot of space. You just need a little place, my people, for just shove these seeds into the earth and let them grow. In no time, you have some powerful herbs that you can use to empower the health, my people. Remember, your health is your responsible. It is super important to have these things in your backyard, just in case any health crisis attack you, my people. You can run in your backyard and you can put on some tea and you can knock with that quick, my people. Remember, herb is the healing of the nation. So, my people, check out the link in the description for more information about this, where they'll be breaking down all the benefits of these 10 powerful herbal plants that you can have in your backyard. Check it out, my people.
The herbs are for the healing of the nation.
And put all of these people in a pit and boil them, burn them, skin and burn, and they must have burn forever, ever just like that. And then you have a set of people now who are going to fly up in the air, and then now they're going to live for much time and then come back down from the earth, and then the meat shall inherit the earth. Because a man or a child did disobey the parents, you must stone the child to death. You must stone the child to death. If the child does not obey the parents, the child must be taken into the city and be stoned to death. What kind of thinking is that? And people say, oh, them things, they are old-time things, you know, but no, it's a different thing. It's the same thinking. The same thinking. People, some people, a whole heap of people don't realize that homosexuality is a weird thing because them see it in the Bible. If they never see it in the Bible, it would have been just an ordinary thing to them. Most people who say homosexuality is terrible, it's because the Bible them a read. When you can observe life, human life in nature, and recognize this thing and say it's not natural. The Bible don't have to tell me that. They suppose the Bible never said. It's a serious problem with your thinking. If you recognize something and can't justify something, we tell you say it wrong, where you say it, you're going to just say, boy, right now, where you going to do? Where you going to do? And we recognize now, so as African people, we can't keep doing the same thing the same way all the while to get a different result. A white guy can't come here so now and come show you something in history and claim says history, but a film history, you know. But you know live out film history. Him want you conform to where him think is wrong and right and live out film history when your cultural expression don't define you that way. And anything where you do in your cultural expression, your ear says evil, is sin, is wickedness, is cruelty. And them reach as far as to say you was born in sin and shape in iniquity. And black people sit down there and repeat that every day. Black people sit down and repeat that every day. So they was born in sin and shape in iniquity. Where these religious beliefs in them lie and them fantasy and illusion give. And when the African them give it is madness. Look how long we are here about Brother Tiger, Brother Tukuma, Brother Nancy, and all them story there, and the golden stool in Africa. Me never know when Africa where people believe say actual spider attack the people, you know. But them have that story, and the story where them give you is a recognition of human behavior and practices. So it is more like what I call an allegory. Now when these guys give a story, them not give it to say, why this is a mythological thing, you know. Them say, I saw it did go. And black people lose sight of them things in Africa and take up the European idea of things now and say, why is that your things our things are foolishness, you know, about spider attack. The spider can't attack, a foolishness. But them have snake attack in the Bible. Them have donkey attack in the Bible. Them have a man that throw down rod and it's a ton snake in the Bible. Them have bush attack to man. Hey, that's some madness. Them have bush attack to people, to a man. Them have a God who wipe out all the firstborn in our country, Egypt. Because them are secure for him people them. So in the beginning now, God who create heaven and earth and all things on it now, select a little set a group of little people. A group of nomads, him select them to come rule the earth now and say him for them chosen people them there. The same entity will make everything on earth. Choose a little group of people on the peripheral and say, you see them people there are my people, them are my chosen people them. I'm going to send my son to save the whole of them. That we're reading at the book. And snake attack to people, we read that in a book. Donkey attack, we read that in a book. Bush attack, we read that in a book. And if never start telling about some stories, African stories, in some book when we read. If we ever once start to tell them things, there's real thing. Like in a Yoruba tradition, you hear about the different gods and you hear about certain things that take place in Africa. If you ever talk about them things, you say, I'm mad, you're mad. Muta, what you chat about? But no lion not talk of Africa, man. I'm going to Walt Disney show lion talk. Right away, though, the Christian mind show that when totally, you know, lion can't talk. Foolishness. Only in a movie and cartoon, it's a lion attack. Yet till them believe that snake did attack. Them actually believe that donkey was talking. Them actually believe that bush, a burning bush attack to people or a person. It's a weird thing. Weird thing. You a fool because you say something attack in Africa. Brother Nancy come from Asante. Asante stories will tell you how man create, man do certain things. And that's not that, no, you know. The weirdest thing about it, you know, when the Christian them say the hieroglyphics on the wall, when them see a man with a head of a bird, a hawk or something, and the body of a man, a devil business that right away, devil think that. And them don't know the symbolism, the idea that is around those level of consciousness. Them don't understand it. Them don't understand that the earth, the sun and the moon, and all the stars them have a direct relationship with how things happen on earth. Human being behavior and human being intention have a connection with the with the heat, air and water, with the sun, the moon and the stars. There's a connection. The sea, the moon, full moon, dark night, all of them have a connection with Earth, the planet. And you can see that, observe that through nature. You do a country and the man tell you, say, don't chop the bamboo on moonshine night because we've got to take it up and it's going to rotten easier. But they chop it at dark night. The man at Kingston marvel and wonder, where I say, how him know that? Him don't know that through science, him know that through experience. Him know that through experience, through trial and error. Him use the bamboo one time and say it get rotten. Him say, but you know, say every time me chop the bamboo at the same time, a moonshine because I want to see me a chop. And him chop it a moonshine because I'm seeing my chop. And him realize that every time him chop the bamboo, it's the same time him always chop the bamboo. It's at the time them when him can't see. Him say, watch your man. I'm going to chop it on a dark night when I can't see. And both of them go chop it the dark night and them wait and them not say nothing, no weave like take out the bamboo. You know, so the bamboo will get rotten. And them start chop the bamboo them in the dark night and them realize, oh, I see where I go on. It's something with the moon have to do with the bamboo. And I experience teach wisdom and I saw him get the wisdom for don't chop the bamboo again in a dark, in a bright night. And him start to observe now other things, other plant. And him look on the other plant them. And him say, okay, so we are going now. When I do that, when I plant it certain time, this is what happened because I was always planting it that time and I was wondering, oh, come on, not getting no yield outside. And I realized, but there's certain time that it's better to plant and certain time we are not to plant. And that is because of the connection between heat, air and water, the earth, the moon, the sun and the stars. There's a connection. And that includes human behavior too. But when the African go into them something there, when the Dogon people them and the Ethiopian people them and the Kemetic people go into them something there now and realize how related them whole body is. Them bodies like a small version of the whole planet systems, galaxies and stars and moon. Maybe we just a little virus in the, just like how you have some little virus on the bottom of our foot, we know so we head there. But you know some virus down there in your body. Some little this and some little that way. Just have move independent and I go on like that, don't them alone exist. But when you move further, go up your foot to your body and things. But so weird, this place is a massive place. Well, that's so it go. The African them, through experience and time, recognize certain things in the nature. Just like the Native American them. Just like the Aboriginal people them. Just like the Amerindian them. Them did observe nature and recognize nature. Nature give them food. When them say, in Egypt, when the Nile come down, and the God them just blood out the Nile too. Make a whole heap of frog and dead out in the Nile and pollute the water in the name of a group of people. It's a terrible story. Terrible story. But for those of us who get locked into these ideas and these concepts and these mythologies, we don't want to accept, say, it's just a faith. It don't have nothing to do with nothing else more than what you have in your head. All of these concepts come out of man's head. Because if a man recognize Satan in an individual, or him can't recognize God in an individual, when the two of them is the same thing, but different kind. It's the same kind with two different faces. If you can accept, if you can say the devil is a man, why God can't be a man too? Because people say the Pope are the devil. 7 days say the Pope are the devil. Rasta come say the Pope are the devil too. If you can recognize that, So the Pope could have really be the devil, or the devil can be incarnated into a human being. In at this time, yeah, not 2,000 years ago. Why it's so far-fetched to say God exists in a human being? In a human being. So, black people, the white man tell you, the white man say, watch your man. How you can really make white people give something over years after years? And you see that something they enslave you over the years. And you still latch upon it more than him. Meanwhile, him there advance and I live happy and I help him family. Him have food, clothes and shelter for him family. And him have money can go here and there and there. And him still look happily and now okay, we a man want to tell you about say, people who have money not happy. It's foolishness. Because you have, me see more unhappy people when they have no money than more people who are happy have money. Me say the majority of people in Jamaica are unhappy. Because them can't afford to feed them picnic, send them picnic at school, put shelter over them head. And the reason where a man want to give you now with a philosophy where oppress you every day is that don't worry, man, the Lord's who come. The Lord's who come. That is all the while. That is all the talking. Don't worry, man. This is just a temporary word, but you see when you die, your soul and this and this and that. Watch a man, when you move from with them foolishness there, Black people, when you wake up. When you wake up and stop going like an idiot. 400 years, a man will tell you something. And when you look on something, it now get you better. And when you look on him will rule more people over and over with the same philosophy, where him not really accept and believe in her. The majority of Europeans don't believe in a God. According to polls with them take. Just like in a Japan too. If you go right across Europe, even though them say most of the European countries are a Christian country, the majority of European country, as a matter of fact, the countries where don't accept the religion is the country them where you have less crime. That's weird, That's really deep, man. That's deep. The country them in Europe that don't give credence to religion is the country them will have good economy, happy people, less crime, and all the things that we are searching for right now, where we can't get right now, but yet still we hold on upon this Jesus thing. We hold on upon it to the point where now we are suffering and glad so we are suffer, because when we suffer here, so there will be joy in heaven. White man heaven is the black man hell. Louis Farrakhan said that years ago. White man heaven is the black man hell. So when a man come now, and him a hold on upon that, and for 400 days him a hold on upon that, and it now work for him. It now work for him ancestors. It now work for him. And it not look like it will work for him generation will come after him too. Because when him smap out the thing and him see IMF this, and him see the food I get higher, and can't get no work, and all them thing there, him still I tell you, say, watch out now. You see where him not have no precedent for? There's no precedent for where him a say, Him just hold on it on faith. Because tomorrow will be better. And tomorrow is always not coming because your grandparents will live for tomorrow too. And your great-grandfather will live for tomorrow. And tomorrow never come. Meanwhile, the guy who oppress you now, him just say, all right, see religion, take this. Wow, worship Jesus, him soon come save you. Hey, watch out. Go to church and this 10% of your earnings. All right, this and this and that. Are you there? You there, I suffer. Fella say, black people are suffer, and then start love the suffering, that them can't tell the difference between suffering and, they can't tell the difference between if I am a slave, I am not a slave, because now, you're no slave to the white man again, you're slave to him God. That is what you really are doing. You're enslaved not to the white man, but the white man God. That is where you're enslaved to now. And you don't recognize it because it don't come to you that way there. But shut your eye. Shut your eye, and if you be truthful, shut your eye and think on Jesus Christ and tell me if you see a man will look like your father in the picture. A black people may have to talk to. Shut your eye and think on Jesus. How you think Jesus would look. And tell me truthfully if it's a black man come in front of your eye. This is the cutting edge, yes. Here.
Hello.
Yeah, blessed.
A whole long time though.
True, because me have to talk long time.
Yeah.
Like too much long talk.
No, but you know, it's a passion and you have to respect the passion.
Yeah. A long time I don't hear you, man.
Yeah, man, I'm talking 24/7, you just have to listen more time and you hear more time.
But my program not 24/7.
No, in the spirit. But you know, set down the website.
You jump off out of the spirit quickly, man.
No, I'm always in the spirit.
Yeah, all right.
One is a spiritual being that have a physical body.
Yeah, everybody
and a soul.
Yeah.
And it's a soul that go between the spirit and the physical.
So don't worry about the body because you will always have the spirit there.
Your spirit is a zillion times bigger than your little finite body.
Yeah.
And when you dead, your spirit's still alive.
That's what I hear all the while.
But hear this now. K-A-T is the first name.
Wait, let me ask you a question. I'll give you time, no worry yourself. But let me ask you now. Everybody knows spirit. Them body dead, but them spirit out there, that you say. So like Muta now, and Brian are beside me now, when the flesh go down, the spirit out there. And that you say?
No.
Tell me what you say.
The spirit, if you choose a particular alignment to the Creator and the Creator's laws, you don't have to be perfect, you know. You just say, Creator.
Yeah.
You go to heaven.
The spirit?
Yeah, the spirit go to heaven.
So body can't go to heaven?
No, you see.
All right, no, you're not to elaborate. But
I want to elaborate.
Yeah.
Your body that the scientists come to refer to as your physical house that you live in is just a small extension of your spirit. Your body actually look a lot like how your spirit look.
But you're not answer me now. You see you go on your tangent and you still not answer me. May I ask you if your body can go to heaven?
The physical body, no.
Yeah, you ask your physical body. How much body you have?
You have the original body, which is your spirit.
You, alright, like Muta. Muta have an original body, which is the spirit.
Yes, and your physical body take on the shape.
Yeah, wait now, man. Brian, what's sit down beside me as so now? Him have a different body, which is in spirit.
Yes.
So your body is your body without a spirit, and your body is your body with the spirit.
Yeah, your body.
So your body is without spirit and with spirit.
Your body is just an extension of your spirit.
Your body is an extension of the spirit.
Yeah.
So
the finite manifestation of your spirit. Which is
so by everybody with upon the earth, we said them are there forever, or them there before.
No, them are go when them dead. The physical body that we know, going to rotten, dry up.
Yeah. And then the spiritual
and the original body celestial body. That are the farm that go take
where it going go?
If you make a choice, whichever choice you make, will determine whether you go to hell or heaven.
So where is hell now, geographically?
Hell?
Yeah, where is the hell that this spiritual body going go if you make the wrong choice?
It is in the spirit realm.
So the wrong choice now is not accepting Jesus Christ as your personal savior.
The original name is Yeshua.
All right, Yeshua Ben Joseph or Yeshua Hamashiach.
No.
Yeshua Hamashiach. Yeah, all right. If you don't accept Yeshua as your personal savior, that spirit, that extension of the body spirit, going to go to hell.
Yeah, the same thing will happen to Satan, will happen to you.
So may I ask you now, where is that hell?
In the spirit realm. And I think most times this is referred to in the second heaven. Because you have the first,
but where is that? Where is that?
In the spirit realm.
Yeah, but you say in the spirit realm, that means in means something other than that they're in there, you know.
Pause.
If you say
No, pause. Let me teach you now, because you're a dragon, and a dragon is normally very firm in his understanding. Let me explain.
Mr. Rat too.
Like, listen.
Yeah.
Because you're a learner.
A Chinese matter about. A Chinese philosophy matter about.
No. Yeah, true that. Listen, because you're an intellect.
No, but wait a minute, a dragon, a Chinese philosophy at all.
Yeah, man, you're a dragon.
No, me explain to Brian, because I don't understand.
You don't understand. No worry himself, man.
No, him have to worry, because when he say dragon, him feel say attack like, oh, the brother called me devil the other day.
No.
So me have to explain to him, say dragon is, if you're going a Chinese philosophy now.
Right, I'm going to use simple analogy so that people can follow.
Yeah, that Brian can follow.
Yeah. You are in the biggest studio in the Caribbean, IRFM, right now, speaking on a microphone that is transmitting all over the planet. Yeah? People in Jamaica, Caribbean, and the world, I hear you.
Yeah.
The energy that comes out of your mouth goes into the microphone. It's another form of energy, which converts into a form of energy where you can't see, which goes across the airwaves, goes to the different receptors, the different transmission receiving antennas, and then people
hear it.
The energy, when it goes into the atmosphere, cannot be seen.
Yeah.
But it is real, just like lightning and thunder.
But you can't use one of your senses and detect it.
No, it's not.
Human being can use one of them senses. It's different from you say you can't see God.
No,
you can't hear. The hearing, what go through the microphone is you can't see it, but it exists. But in the existing of it, one of your senses pick up that thing. So there's a point in time when people tell you about this divine place in heaven, when none of your senses can pick it up.
No, but this is why I give you some websites a while ago.
No, nothing about no website. I'm here talk, man. Nothing about no website.
No, we'll be talking, but we're going to still point it out. So when you have your spare time...
wait there. No, me have spare time now. What I am saying to you, Christians, including that here where you say it now, always say, tell me something. You can't see pain?
Yes,
they say no.
No, that is the finite mind at all.
Yeah,
the infinite mind will tell you yes.
All right. The breeze a blow, you can't see the breeze?
Yes, you can.
You can't see breeze?
Yeah, the things of the spirit are spiritually discerned.
No, wait no man. Me I tell you what the Christian always say.
Yes.
No, when them say you can't see these things, they might say no, it's same way God is. You know say God there. But you don't, not because you can't see it. It don't mean it don't exist. That is what the Christian are used for, you know.
That part of it is true.
Yeah, but I have said to you now that your five senses, one of your senses detect my voice.
Yes.
In the microphone, we transform, the energy transform, but it can't change.
Yes.
Right? So energy is moving in the microphone, and the microphone is the energy is transformed in such a way that the human being in this body can pick up that energy and hear something outside. I tell you, say, the energy that way you are claim God is a mind thing that is you create that in your head. Based upon
I tell you, say,
a concept where it have before you're born or when you're born.
I tell you, say,
yeah.
I tell you, say, you're totally wrong. Without apology.
Tell me, me totally wrong. Explain to me. A
lot of what you used a while ago is man-made scientific information.
No,
I'm not.
You know,
point.
All right. May I ask you a question?
Point. Hold on. There's finite. Listen, Muta.
Yeah.
You know, back in 1997, we buck up in your bookshop.
No, don't tell me. Just talk what we are talking about. No, man. I get a chance to talk. Not about in 1997. What you say a while ago about finite?
You have the finite.
Yes.
And the infinite. The five senses that we refer to, the human existence in the human body operates mainly in the finite, measurable realm of the human atmosphere.
All right,
so smell,
so who experience the infinite? All right, how does a human being all right, two things. How does a human being experience the infinite, and also how does a human being know that the infinite exists as a human being?
When the human being reduce the focus on the materialistic, finite things and go back into himself and meditate and reach out to the infinity, which is the Almighty, then you begin to purify yourself from all of the atrocities of sin and negativity.
So who in the world do that? Who in the world do that?
Who go back to the Father?
No, wait no man. You see, I try to give a long time that we can explain out this thing between one another, you know.
Yeah, I try to break it down.
You tell me about a place in the infinite.
Yes.
Which is heaven.
Which is the spiritual.
Hell is to you is the infinite spiritual realm that people like me will go. And heaven is an infinite spiritual realm where other people go who call themselves Christian, who accept Yahshua. Yeah. If you don't accept Yahshua, you're going to go in the other realm.
Along with Satan.
And I ask you now, where is that other realm? And you say it in the infinite realm. Oh, you know in this finite realm, know what will take place and where that finite realm is. Oh, you know that.
When you go within your meditation.
Okay. So all of them things are just in your mind then?
No. Your mind is the intermediary between this infinite and the finite.
Oh, you come to that. You come to that through what? Through experiment?
No.
You come to it. You come to it through your environment where you live in and what you were fed. That is how you come to it. Because if you was in China, you'd have never think that.
No, there are people in China thinking that.
No, I say if me not about people in China who are thinking it. I say if you did in China, you would not think it. The people in China never did there, so. Them over there, so I think that if you did there in China, you would think it. And the argument that you have about infinite and finite, you can't know that in the finite. You can't know that in the finite. You have to go in the infinite to go know what is in the infinite. According to you, the finite person cannot understand the realms of the infinite. So I don't know how.
No, I never said that the finite person cannot.
The finite person.
When the finite person allows his infinite, which is his spirit, to rule him.
No, but I just ask, how it works. And you say you have to dead.
No, I never say you have to dead to do that.
No, I said it's only in death. The body, the finite body. It's only in the death of the finite body that the infinite realms will be manifested.
No.
It can't manifest.
It can manifest even now.
So you tell me now,
I'll give you an example. Hold on.
Yeah.
You ever go to Gambia?
Yes.
South Africa?
Yeah. What,
give me a description of a place you went to in South Africa.
What do you mean
within
description?
1 minute or less.
You go there, Mr. Beach, black people upon the beach.
Right. You see in a blink of a second.
Yeah.
Your mind is beginning to go closer to what the infinite
Brethren, where you get them irrational foolishness from, Brethren?
No, but you see, you just did it.
No, but it's irrational. So where you tell me now?
Right,
so that
question. Can you stay here and send out a thought and somebody say, some more time if you say they didn't link me, I'm just
all the while that happen.
That's a glimpse of the infinite.
No, that's a foolishness. That is man we for rationalize something where him want, think him believe, him understand.
How
you is rationalize something. You is rationalizing something where you use your finite logics to come to a conclusion about something that you keep saying is infinite.
And that is why the Word of God says that the things of the Spirit
the Word of God said nothing. The Word of God said nothing.
Spiritually discerned, it appears as to foolishness unto the mind of
God said, no, I never said foolishness, I said.
No, I never say you. I said the Word of God says the things of God, the things of the Spirit are spiritually discerned and they appear as foolishness unto man.
Yeah, but I never said
just like where you just.
No, I said what you are saying. I never said what God said is wrong. I said what you are saying.
Yeah, but it's the same thing what the Bible says.
No, the Bible don't tell me say my finite body is going to discern what my infinite realms will be in terms of who they are hell and who they are heaven. Oh, you know that.
Let me remove the word finite and infinite. We says spirit.
We have to go to hard. Up on phone. I know to them man and I have no credit phone I work, so it's either I'm hung up because they are them too long or whatsoever. But this thing of knowing, I just want to explain, say, you see, when a man tell you, say, when you ask him about the infinite, when you ask a man about what happening at the realms about heaven and hell, him don't know, you know. So you know what him don't know, what him don't know, him go to a book. Him go to a book for rationalize and justify what he must say. That means him in himself lose all semblance of logics or rational, you know, because if him don't use the book, him intentions is just a belief. Him have to use the book to justify this belief system, not in human rationality. Because in the Christian religion, it tells you you can't understand the realms of God. You're just a mere man, which is that him bring to me, you know, when I say irrational man versus, infinite man versus finite man. Him claim to know what's happening in the infinite world because of a book that was given to him. A book given to him by him don't know who. Rationalize it. And then the same book come tell him, say, watch out. You have to understand, say, it's God's word that rectify and justify what happened to you after you're dead. It's God that tell you that, you know. So you can't use no other logics, no human thinking. You can't use nothing where God give you according to the thing. There's nothing that God give you can use to rectify the realms of God. You have to go in our book. Go find it out. Yes, EL.
Yeah, man. Cutting, Alabama.
That means say, homosexuality, most people who accept or don't accept homosexuality, if it was in the Bible, they wouldn't see it as something out of the way. You think, and the Bible come show me that. And the Bible come show me that. I sit down in a potose bush, come figure out that in my head. Because when me and you don't know nothing about homosexuality. And when me grow big, I know say you have something in homosexuality. And a bush me go figure it out in my head. And then the Bible come show me that. You know, see it. And most Jamaican, that them use to justify them anti-gay sentiments. Not looking upon the experience of life. And will life teach you. In terms of how human beings react to people, place, and things. Yes, Alabama.
Yeah, man. Oh, man.
You know, say your phone bill turn up, so we can't talk as long as we want to talk.
Give thanks, man, to Brian P. you know. All I have easy, you know.
Eh?
All I want a mango tree and a stone and I want a whole day. And then when you
I know him that. I know, man. I know all about that, man.
I know all about.
No, man. Which all about, man? That Virginia called me long before all about, man. That Virginia when me and him talk a while ago. All about don't know what that brother you know. Watch your man. All about that brother know what that brother you know, man. All about idiot to them, man. Yeah. When me talk a while ago. Believe me. No, me tell the truth. All about don't know nothing.
Yeah, so.
Him just know say I'm a Christian and him not like gay. Because that people come to me and talk me about.
Yeah. So it's a snake attack, bush attack, donkey attack.
Yeah, and you know, me must accept that because it's in the Bible and the Bible is the word of God. Me must use my intelligence, my knowledge, according to them, my God-given brains. Human beings, the difference between what them call higher animal and the lower animal is that one is given a brain that he can figure out good, bad, wrong, right. He can figure out these things. He can have an intelligence. You know, see it? The animals, the lower animals, don't come with a certain kind of intelligence. Human beings have a unique kind of intelligence. And the way of it fits
they have more God force than them.
Yeah, but a man must give up that. To understand God, you have to give up your man, your humanness. Where you supposed to use in your head. You have to give up that. And go and turn to a book. Okay. For justify my brains. My brains, Rasta? No, sir.
You know, see, remember the other day, a little experiment me try when me take a couple people well and me say, boy, you know, say, me go to the zoo and it's like, the snake attack to me. And everybody has said, man, no man, you're crazy. And I said, thank you. So, so then me ask him, turn and ask him.
True that.
You remember?
You tell them that snake attack to you. And them say, you're crazy.
And everybody has said, and
then all them have a snake attack to them in the book, because it's in the book. You don't understand how this Christian thing works. This Christian thing work with a book, you know. It have a book. The human mind cannot operate in the realms of God. So God have to give them a book. And in that book now, them will see what is where God has said from where God now say.
Because if you need a book to tell us if you love your neighbor, I mean, you really have a serious problem.
Of course, you know, a serious problem.
The bird, when he move in nest and he get him something them and weave in nest, he no read no book and he no want a book to tell him to do that. Certain things just in our DNA.
But that's why I cannot understand somebody who eat meat. Me not talk about meat now as a health thing, you know. Me meat as a justification for life. You know, a cow, you eat a cow, a goat, or a pig, or whatsoever you eat as an animal. I sit down and I cannot understand. Well, I understand it still, you know. I don't know how a man could have really, or a woman could have really gone in the realms of the Almighty, in the essence and the pureness of that fullness, and still I eat meat. It's the most ridiculous idea and concept I see.
We confront it daily, because we tell a man to eat meat. The first thing after we get your protein.
A religion tell them that a religion do that, you know.
Yeah.
A religion decide where they feed or where they no feed. You think
I said then we can't eat something I black up my arches and I black up my
Bridget, let me tell you something, man. You think say a religion can come tell me say me must eat pork or don't eat pork? No, Rasta. No,
religion and I just say the key religion and Judaism, Islam, Christianity. The world is not a problem I know, but all most people are use religion. It's like how you take a pill. When you take a pill, it not solve the problem that cause your headache. You know, it just make you
easier. It ease the pain.
Comfort. Yeah.
It easy.
Temporary comfort. But the problem still there. So you next year again you come back and you go and take the pill again. So you find out that
you get addicted to the pill.
Really comfort.
You get addicted to the something feedback by you.
Yeah. Are you hearing better now?
Yeah. No, me I say you get addicted to the pill to the point where now you start to preach about the pill. You start to talk about say you see that pill here, if you don't take that pill here, where now go happen now where go happen.
Yeah, and when you read, can you see really to be really spiritual, you know, it's a serious thing, you know, like if religion is an easy way out, you know, like a lazy way out to put the thing outside of yourself. But if it's really discipline and just on a level spiritual is a hard job, you know, so you find out the religion kind of easy, so man just jump in it and...
Alright, we're going to take a last call, yeah, Bridget. We're going to take a last call, yeah? Last call before the program.
Hello.
Yeah, blessed.
You fix up your phone, man.
You fix up.
I don't scandal me next time about my credit card, boss.
No, you never hear me say, no. You never.
You better communicate in the spirit.
No, we're there. You know, say,
my credit infinite, you know.
You know, say you never hear me say. Me say a man like
in the studio cut out the call when
no, wait no man. Me say a man like you could have never have a phone where have credit. And that me just say no. Me say you say a man like you couldn't have a credit phone where.
Yes, but me clarify for the listeners there. Me that they are whole when you put up on hold. Yeah. And then me only cut, like somebody in the system just cut the car.
No man, nobody in the system not cut the car.
No, you can have some little technology. Phone.
No worry about the technology or someone.
No, because me a hold and me say hello, me only hear the call cut.
Yeah.
Right after you put
up on hold. It's happening all the while. Nobody, me never want you get cut. Brian never want you get cut because everybody has.
No man, I say Brian now. Neither they have technology, man.
Yeah, me must
you see, if you did not communicate in the spirit now, you wouldn't have said them things about my phone.
Yeah, anyway, where did I say now? Because
what did that say?
It's complicated.
What did that say?
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah.
First of all,
If you understand, no, yes, if you understand, I can tell you where this stop. I can tell you where this stop. You stop where, you listen, man. You listen. You was talking about in the infinite world, the only way you can understand it is through the infinite spirit. And all you want to justify the infinite spirit, it's through the Bible. That is
a lot of the things that I talk to you about is after the fact that the Bible now connect the dots. So you can leave the Bible out for a while.
But are you
go to the Bible? You ask me, how me know these things?
Are you saying in the Bible?
No, the Bible eventually can be used to point out, yes, that and that add up. But you take the Bible outside for the first instance and you go to your actual experience.
Yeah, but you never hear me just tell you, say, the experience of the countryman when him say no dark, no red name there. It's a trial and error thing him use. When him, because him did always cut the bamboo in a moonshine.
And all of those are just glimpses of the spirit realm. Where the
spirit realm,
like even when you go to the mountains and learn certain things.
Stop talking foolishness, man. What does happen with spirit realms?
The spirit realm
is an observation by the human. No, it's an observation by the human, man.
Yeah, but the observation is observing things of the spirit which is manifested in the physical.
It don't have nothing to do with no spirit, man.
Brethren, you don't have a spirit.
What I say, it don't have nothing to do. The countryman who is observing the bamboo, he is observing the bamboo rattening because every month at the same time he go cut the bamboo, and it's the time when he go cut the bamboo.
Let me teach you again, and the youth are just calling him Malaba. Let me teach you everything in the earth, whether bamboo, stone, whether sun, moon, star.
You I say have no spirit. You I say never have no spirit.
Everything is a spirit.
I didn't tell you say everything have no spirit.
You tell me say no, you know nothing to do with the spirit.
I said when the man observed you have nothing to do with the spirit.
Everything is first spirit, and it comes after. The manifestation comes after the spirit.
Brethren, I never say everything now is stone and spirit. You know, I have said to you that the observation of the bamboo has nothing to do with an infinite world. It has something to do with the finite man observing in an finite world that when the moon, which is finite, shine, the bamboo don't get rotten. The bamboo get rotten because every time him dig the bamboo at the same time, that is when it's rotten. And him go choose one night when it's dark and it don't rotten. That has nothing to do with spirit.
How the stone come about?
You ask me how stone come about. How you reach a stone? Me I talk about finite and infinite how stone. How
the bamboo come about?
Brethren, you ask for them foolishness, man.
Let me
how stone come
hold on, muta.
Alright, tell me how stone come about.
You feel like how me listen to you?
Alright, tell me how the stone come about.
Even if you think of foolishness, me for talk.
Yeah, but tell me how
listen to me.
Tell me how the stone come about. How the stone come about.
When you look around the environment that you live in, anything that you see that you can physically measure, like the bamboo or the stone, you're looking at it from the manifested energy point.
But I don't see the type of life.
Hold on. Everything.
Why you repeat that for? I accept that already.
So everything, if you're to look at it through the eyes of the spirit, you will look at it in the spiritual.
But I cannot look at everything through the spirit because something is physical.
What are you talking about, Bridget?
Brethren,
that's why you get it wrong.
All the stone come about. All stone come about.
Everything birth.
All stone come about. All stone come about.
Starting at the spirit. It's conceptualized by the Creator.
Which Creator conceptualized stone?
The Almighty.
Oh, you know that. Oh, you know that. Oh, you know that.
Them not tell me, them show me these things.
Who show you this thing?
The Almighty, the man who... It's not even a man, it's both man, woman, animate, inanimate. The Almighty, the original of all origin.
By what means him show you? By what means? When you say him talk to you, by what means? What language him use, what means?
You know him can talk without even opening his mouth.
By what means him talk to you? By what means?
Infinite, everlasting knowledge is the man that is above our level. He can communicate to you right now.
Intellectual babbling,
you can look around and don't see nobody here something I talk to you.
That a foolishness that. If something run behind me and talk to me, I must somebody.
You're going to understand this.
There's no spirit can talk to me. No spirit. If I hear a voice behind me, it's somebody attack to me. There's no way somebody I going to hear a voice attack. Muta, what you say? It's not a body.
Question asking. In the entire
that is intellectual.
In the entire 60 days, you ever hear your name a call and look around you nobody else?
It don't mean that somebody not there. It don't mean I don't see them. You know, this what I say. I answer it. I say,
no, you're not answering it.
It don't mean that somebody's not there. It means that I didn't see somebody who called me.
No, you never in the bush by yourself. If you hear your voice, your name a call and you look around and say nobody.
You know hear what me say? Me say, if somebody call me in the bush and I hear it and I don't see them, it don't mean it's not somebody that call me. It just means I don't see somebody.
So the answer is yes. I've heard the name of call.
Spirit cannot call me.
What?
No spirit can call me. It's human being have to call me.
We're not talking dopey, so I don't want to get it wrong. Me talk,
anything about dopey. You hear me say anything about dopey?
Okay, me just want to make it clear.
No, but you mean never say about dopey. Me say, if I hear a voice say, Mutabaruka, bring some of your yam, come give me now. And I turn around and I don't see somebody.
No,
I
I'm not
tell
going to
you,
that.
say,
I'm going to say, Muta,
yeah.
Why are you persecuting my servants?
Yeah, you know, I go turn around and say, brethren, and tell him too bad word. That is what I'm going to do. Because I know it must somebody and tell me that. As some little insecure person, we don't like how me talk on the radio, and say that behind me.
Nothing to, you see, when you
Spirit can't talk.
When you
because it's only human being talk and something with mouth. Spirit cannot talk.
Right. The program.
A bush cannot talk.
Hold on.
Donkey cannot talk.
Muta, I'm not really come for debate. Because anything
the
that...
The program supposed to done. You're done, you're gone over the time.
Cat.
And the man there look for me.
K-A-T, first name, K-E-R-R.
What that? Cat car?
Yeah.
What that have to do with what?
No, in any time, check it out. Next time we talk, check it out.
No, I talk to you for years, man. I years me talk.
No. You say,
I know years me talk to you.
Me never call the program to have any debate because God is God. If God wants to convert you...
No, but you see, I not complain about God, you know. It's you I complain about an irrational thinking want to have when you hold on upon this Christian thing.
No, but I am not here to debate.
Yeah, but
I'm not here to say you're wrong. I'm not here to say I am right.
No, you say you're right because you say if you don't believe in Jesus Christ, Yahshua, our infinite body go and go to hell. And I ask you which part hell there, you can't tell me where hell there.
And another correction.
Hell and heaven in your mind. It's not there nowhere else. Hell and heaven is in your mind.
All right.
Trust
so
me.
The other thing is
there's no physical hell where there's somewhere where when you dead, somebody's spirit are going to go there. And there's no physical heaven that when you dead, because you believe in a Jesus, you're going to go over there. So not like that don't exist. That thing is where white people tell you.
We're reading about that another time.
Anyway, we're gone because my boy is long as with him jaw. I hold on for him jaw like him have mums.
What that?
Where be again? Me and Chick long as I hold on for him jaw like what's biting for him face.
Alright, so we'll talk another time. But check out the website there. I'm wondering if you understand, say.
No, you know, my life no based off a website, you know. You understand? So me not guarantee I tell you say me go watch it, you know. Because I tell you say me a raised with a human being and so.
Oh, you have to documentary on the radio.
Yeah, because people like you out there. You know what you mean? I say take where you want, take where you throw where you want, throw outside.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, me just say take if me play it. Some people don't reach a level, they will take a certain part right. Some people never them say the other part are foolish. And that means they don't take where you want to control where you want to.
To you. You say you get the truth. And you say when they get the truth.
Oh, so me don't know the truth. Me don't know the truth.
Blessed Lord.
Yeah, because you say Jamaica, really. But since we're there in a Jamaica, we have to call Jamaica first. We have to say, when them look on outside, when in terms of spirituality and in terms of how you come to that understanding. Other people don't see it as a fool thing. It's weird. You talk to certain people all over the place, them don't see it as a fool thing. Them can recognize it in a next discipline, in a next religious belief, outside of Western Christianity. So when you tell them about Haile Selassie, them can see it outside of Western Christianity and recognize it for what it is. And don't put no stupidity upon it like how you hear people say, oh, what kind of fool talk that? We want to get them foolishness from. Most of the people that must say it's foolishness is because them is Christian minded. That's why them say it's foolishness. Anytime Rasta say Emperor Haile Selassie, I hear somebody say how foolishness that. It's because them Christian minded. And if you hear them talk in the Christian logics. The Christian way to explain certain spirituality. And if you use that, you will always say that stupid thing. You will always say that stupid thing. If you sit down in Africa and talk to some people who is not Christian. And them say, so tell me something about Rasta. I tell them, say, well, Rasta in a Jamaica say Emperor Haile Selassie the Almighty. And you start to show them certain things. You know what them do? Them start liking the thinking to something where them know about in a Fidem culture. Them start to say, oh, that it's like whatsoever. And you say, yeah, something like that. If you talk to a Hindu, the Hindu no have no funniness about it because you know the Hindu them create them own gods. So you will have one household. We have different, all the people in that household there have a concept of God with different from the other person in the same household. Them will almost get up one day and just say, that a God, and just deal with it on the next level. So when you talk to them about it, them say, oh, it's like this, it's like that, it's like whatsoever. Most of the time, in my sitting down and talking to people who is not Christian, them don't ridicule Rasta. And it's not because them have no respect, because some of them don't even know what is Rasta when you talk to them. Because they put to them ask you, so tell me something, what is Rasta? I hear about these people, Rasta, what is Rasta? I start to talk to them. There's no ridicule coming from them. Most of the time, when a man don't accept Christianity, and you tell him say about Haile Selassie, him say a foolishness. And you have political minded people who say that. But when you really get down to a person who is politically minded in a Jamaica and who say Rasta foolishness, you can know say for them perception of Rasta, even though them say them is not religious, come from the basic fact that them grew up in a Christian society and them can't understand and accept why is it that some people from here so would want to talk about a man where we over there so where it's just a normal, ordinary man. Them can't understand it. Now if you really get a clear understanding of this thing here, you have to go journey into the anciency of how human perceive and react to certain things in life, in nature, in an environment. Before Bible. Because the Bible was not meant to be packaged. And I shouldn't say the Bible, but the books. The books in the Bible was not meant to be packaged because them never write as a book. You know, we call it the Holy Bible. The Holy Bible is not a book like how you read. A book where I start from front to back and the story has fled itself. These books was written over a period of different times in our history. Them write over different times. And then somebody come in a certain time and say, I'm going to put the whole of them in a one thing and call it the Holy Bible. And then we who is try sieve out the thing, we also get caught in the idea. Because if you talk to a whole heap of Rasta, in relationship with the Bible is what him used to validate him understanding of how him see Haile Selassie. Because if you move the Bible from most Jamaican people, them not have no spirituality to decide themselves. Them not have no fullness of nothing if you move the Bible. Because everybody end up and go back to the Bible. So no care you say you're conscious. A lot of our perception and ideas about spirituality and about religion is defined through this book named the Bible. So you hear a whole heap of Rasta, the singing, the chanting, the praises, A whole heap of it stem from our growing up in our society that give us this book named the Bible. Yet still Rasta, more than anyone else, have been able to bob and weave and maneuver himself in a situation where even quoting it, but he move from it and start to look outside of it and then shape him spirituality and define himself and become where we know now. As Martin Plana said, the world's strangest people. Rastafari is so limitless that the language is limited to express this concept and this idea. So we are trapped in the language of our colonial masters. And when we are called upon to express Rastafari in its fullness, we are trapped in the language of the slave master. So when we use that language, it cannot truly and adequately define that spirituality that is timeless and endless. So it comes out as if it is confusion. But that spiritual consciousness that moves in time and space from that time until now, move so wide and large that people recognize it. At least some people recognize it. It's not foolishness. It's not foolishness. I sit down many times and question it. Yeah, man. Question it to the teeth. Sit down in the aloneness of myself in a aeroplane, in a my car, sitting down and I look on just green grass. Question it. And put it to the test. And we come to the conclusion that it's a fullness. It's a fullness. But as we say, the language of the colonial master is not adequate enough to represent this fullness. So we use the language of the slave master and get caught in definitions by doubtful people and people who want to ridicule. The language is what make the thing look away. So Rastafari in all its strength and its glory, recreate, redefine. And you hear 100 Rasta, you talk to 100 Rasta tell you something different. And you say then that's not confusion, but it's not confusion. It just means it is not structured like how you have a church where everybody who go to church they think the same way. It transcends individuals, yet still it keep individual. Very difficult. It's very difficult. Even the ignorant. Because it's the ignorant one fight against Rastamore, you know. It's people who just a fighter. Yeah, man. Ignorant people. People who don't want to think. You bring it to them say nobody coming no damn foolishness to me about no Selassie. And then them really believe, say, you don't really have no sense. So everything what you say to them, even if it makes sense, them say, why, me can't deal with you and your Rasta thinking, you know. So them throw the baby with the bath water. And don't examine what you tell them. And even if them examine what you tell them, they have to wait. They have to wait with where them parents, them preacher, them person, instilling at them, and where you are said it to them. And obviously, because the majority, they're on the side of the preacher and the person, where you are say can't make no sense. So even though him no use no logical thinking, to come to no conclusion about where him a think. Because what him have in his mind was already thought for him. A lot of things that people believe in is not him personally believing in it, you know, but somebody believing in it for him and put it in his mind and thinking. And he really believes says him a play out a belief system. But the belief system already structured to the point where it don't give no chance to think. It don't give no chance to come out of the box there and look on something different. And it's very difficult to come out of the box. Because there's a certain fear to come out of the box. If you come out of the box, you feel lonely. You feel like, what is with this man do? And the fear engulf you more. Especially like how them put the fear in you with certain talking. Like hellfire and brimstone and fire go burn you up. And there's no other name that you can be saved in about one name. So them don't put a fear in you already. So even the fear itself make you can't think. You don't have no thinking for yourself. It's like when fellas sing about zombie. Zombie, them say go there, them say go left, you go left. Them say go right, you go right. Them say sit down, you sit down. Them say stand up, you stand up. And them say sit down again, and you sit down. And you know a question, why tell me to sit down? And then he tell me to stand up, and then tell him a turn me in an idiot, me not stand up. And you just sit down there. And they realize, but wait, that turn him want turn me in an idiot. But most people turn in an idiot already and never know them an idiot. But them look on you who are think for yourself and say you are the idiot because where you come up with is not in line with how them perceive reality or how them perceive logics or how them perceive religious perspective, religious belief. So Plano say, Martimo Plano say, Rastafari need a new faculty of interpretation. Rastafari need a new faculty of interpretation. Because the interpretation is not static. And how you get to point A is not everybody take that same road to reach there. So many leaves, one tree. So many rivers, one sea. This is the Cutting Edge on RFM. We are talking about Martimo Plano. When Martimo Plano say, Rastafari need a new faculty of interpretation. I don't know, people interpret a new faculty of interpretation. But what I gather him say is that we need to analyze and examine what we are saying and how we're going to know related to the experience of Rastafari at this time, yeah? And the concepts that we use to expound and argue if those concepts, after examining those concepts, is it justifiable to continue relating those interpretations as Rastafari interpretation, or should we now relate to Rastafari on another level, on a different level? So we make this true and say Rastafari reinterpret, redefining. And one asks, how can you refine and reinterpret something? And we are say, it's a liberty. It's not a religion. is a liberty that the more you gather knowledge and wisdom, is the more you incorporate that knowledge and that wisdom into your spiritual experience. So it's not a static thing where 6,000 years ago a man said something and 6,000 years after, without examining your involvement, without examining your situation socially, religiously and politically, you just take that 6,000-year-old talk and bring it right over here so now and say, you can't change that. Well, the faculty of interpretation, Martimo Plano, I said, there's no way a man will write something 4,000 years ago, 5,000 years ago, in a film space, in a film time, given we are going round him at the time, and him write this up off a film experience. And 4,000 years after, a group of people who are experiencing something totally different, going to say, them can't re-examine what the man said 4,000 years ago. A madness. It's a direct madness. Because a lot of people who believe certain things, him don't know why a man did a write when I write. Him don't know where the man a write, why the man did a write it, how him write it. And sometimes them don't even know who write it neither. And that is that's the biggest part of the problem. That a man give you something and you don't know who write it. And all them have to tell you say is a divine being write it, you know. Give him the inspiration to write it and then you accept that without questioning. But when you have a mind that can examine, and when you can look at what your belief system is and redefine it and re-examine it and relate to a new faculty of interpretation, to me, it keep it alive. It keep it alive. And that we are talking about in this celebration, 130 years. And from 1935, well, say 1930, sorry. 1935, Mussolini attacked Ethiopia. 1930, the coronation of Emperor Selassie. From 1930 until now, we have seen a evolution that take place. And ones come and ones go. And right now, ones is here, even myself will go. But we have to experience Rastafari, Bishop Alpha, where we're there. Maybe 100 years from now, a man re-examine the thing and keep it alive by saying something else. But there's nowhere a man gonna get me or a woman gonna get me to read something where a man write 4,000 years ago. And me don't know why the man write it, but me have to now study the history of the time and what was taking place around that man, why him write it away there. And unless me can do that, unless me can examine the socio-political environment at the time and realize that, oh, him write it because this, I now go be no idiot and no question it. I have to question it because that is what you call a human being. And human being question things. Intelligent is one of the things them where human being have, where other animals do have it. Intelligence. Some of us is endowed with instinct. Like most women have a greater instinct than men. If you want to talk about instinct, you have to talk to a woman. She pick up things quicker than man. So, she use both intelligence and instinct. The man, if you don't have an instinct, but it's not as fast and quick as the woman. And then you have the lower animal, them what them call lower animal, them where instinctively, let them have perception, them perceive things sometimes quicker than human beings. You know, if you look on a rat and see how a rat move, it's a weird creature. Him almost behave human sometimes. Sometimes the rat almost behave human, but then you know say it's a rat and a rat is a rat is a rat. But if you really check out the rat move, you know, trust me, him not funny at all. Him not funny at all. Believe you me, rat test things, you know. Man in intelligence, if you create and invent things, to catch rat, because the rat respond to all the things them where him a create. So there's a certain level of consciousness of going at the rat. Because if you back up a rat and him can't move no, you know, him going to go jump on you, you know. As a matter of fact, rat reach a stage now where make you afraid of him. And you supposed to be man, you know. And you have man afraid of rat. So when I say that, I to say this, that we as human beings create certain understanding. And in time, we evolve. So just like the rat trap evolve. Because when we recognize the rat understand the rat trap there, we have to go back to the drawing board, the laboratory, and say, all right, we're going to create another thing. But we are redefine it. That is what we are talking about now when we talk about a way of life. A way of life redefine itself based upon the situation, the environment where you find yourself in. So when you look and you say, all right, we did live amongst trees and greens and all them things, but now we live amongst concrete. Or we're going to live relativity in our concrete jungle. Or we're going to manifest this natural existence in our concrete jungle. We have to really examine the thoughts and examine the mind and examine the consciousness. And that is how the perception is.
Thought-provoking, always smoking. Lyrics like a bazooka. You are listening to Mutabaruka.
That's true. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yes, you are. Legos, love I so. For the Bible, tell I so. He died on the cross for you and me. And now God has set us free. So Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, disciples of King Nego's band. That's why even now, throughout the land, his words ring out and catch Babylon. Jah the remedy, eliminate Satan hypocrisy. Jah have the remedy to set all the children free. His Majesty said, we in Ethiopia, one of the oldest versions of the Bible. In whatsoever language it may be written, the word remain one and the same. In the Bible, man will find a solution for his present difficulties and plans for his future actions, I say. From early childhood he was taught to appreciate the Bible, and his love for it increases with the passage of time. So, Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, disciples of the Nego's band. That's why
So we play the song for show you how the thing set in many Rastaman consciousness. Ras Michael